Hi, fourth graders. This is Mr. Dinsmore here with another video to help you and your family out when we have things like subtracting mixed numbers in class that require a little change on the number or using a whole to subtract the two numbers because obviously we have an issue with our 2/7 being smaller than our 4/7. Let's go ahead and take a look at these numbers. First of all, if we would normally do this, and we would just subtract 2 from 5, and then we would go ahead and subtract the 4 from the 2, but you notice we can't do that. And we can't switch the fractions around like and subtract 2/7 from 4/7 because we're bound to leave them where they're at because the whole number 5 and the whole number 2 cannot be switched, so we have to stick with what the hand we're dealt really here, which is the whole numbers, which is making 5 and 2/7 larger than 2 and 4/7, so they cannot be switched around. Well, how do we solve this? Well, if we notice with our whole numbers here that have caused us to have to stay where we're at, what we'll do is just take figure out what a whole of one of those whole numbers is, and then use that to solve our problem. Well, take a look here at our denominators here of 7, and if you look at the 7, that's how many pieces this is divided into. So our whole would actually be 7/7 in this situation. But knowing that 1 equals 7/7 is very important because now if we go back over to our 5, we can decompose that to 4 plus 1, and now you can see I have that 1 that's over on my whole side. And 4 plus 1 equals 5, and once again, 1 whole equals 7/7. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that 1 and make it into a 7/7 and add that to my 2/7 or 2/7. So if you look at this, I now have 4 7/7 plus 2/7. If you learn this step, it's going to really make the rest of the way easy. So now I combine these two numbers and I add my 2/7 to my 7/7, and you can see now I have 4 9/7. And I'm going to subtract the number above now from that, which is 2 4/7. As you can see, my 9/7 is a top-heavy number or an improper fraction, which allows me now to subtract 4/7 from it. So let's go ahead and do this together. If you look, first step is going to subtract 2 from the 4, and we get a 2. And then we subtract 4 from the 9, because we're subtracting 4/7 from 9/7. And of course, that's going to give us a 5. And our denominator is 7, so our answer is 2 5/7. I hope that's helpful. Enjoy.